doing amazing things with no tools and no time. Hi everybody, my name's Jake. This is another episode of Good Idea, Bad Execution. And as you can see, the quality on this video probably not the best, and that is because I'm using my Sony Handycam instead of using my phone. There's nothing wrong with the phone, but I'm going to be doing a little work outside, and it's just easier to put this thing on the tripod than it is to try and hold my phone, or 'cause I have to take the phone out of the case, put it in the thing, put it on here, and if I need to use the phone, I take it out. So it's just this is a little bit easier. This is an older camera, so the quality probably isn't the best. The sound probably isn't the greatest compared to, again, the phone. But that being said, I'm still making videos. It actually looks pretty decent here on the little screen that I'm looking at. But yeah, we're just gonna power through it with what we've got here and go to town. So we have a little new addition to the shop. It's a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. Not the story of my life. Anyways, let's see. Let's turn this around and we'll go down here. And we look at this. So at my job, we recently had a company come in and they pretty much redid the heating and cooling system. And this was a control panel box that was on a wall. It was replaced with a much smaller, more efficient unit. And so I asked the guys as they were leaving, hey, what are you going to do with that? And they said, throw it away. And I said, well, can I have it? They said, yeah, sure. So I took this box, brought it home, brought it in here, and it has sat here for a while now. A week or so, yeah. It looks like it's going to be just the perfect size for a couple of rows of batteries for the solar setup. So I have to do a few measurements, but I'm sure I can find batteries that will fit in there. It has a door on the other side, so with a lock. So I have to replace the lock because I don't have a key for it. No big deal. But once the walls get done in here, then I can go ahead and mount this up and start setting up with the solar. Start getting that part taken care of. Yay! So anyways, what we're going to be doing today is the snow has finally quit. The rain has finally quit. It's 35, 40-ish degrees outside. Not terribly warm, but it's warm enough. I don't need my heavy coat. I just have my hoodie and my denim on. So we are going to try and get these planters taken care of because I am under the gun. I really am. I got these things a month ago, 5 weeks ago, and they have been sitting in the same spot since I unloaded them that night. Unfortunately, the weather has just not cooperated at all. And it sucks. It really sucks because I wanted to have these things done, set up, ready to go, painted, primed, painted. Boom. I wanted to be able to look at her on Mother's Day morning and go, ta-da! I don't know if I'm going to get to do that or not. I have plans in my head that should be fairly simple to do. Basically, I just going to put a pallet on either end as the legs, and then I'm going to use those pallets, the shelving in those pallets, or basically make a couple of shelves in those pallets to for more plants. Okay, so yeah, that's the plan. I have a I have a list as long as my arm of stuff at Menards that I just need to hit the button and to order it, and they will get it ready for me, and then I can just go pick it up, which I may do tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, so for now, I've got to get these things on two legs, at least on two legs. And I believe that once I get stuff in them, then it shouldn't be a matter, or there shouldn't be any, swaying, tipping, anything like that. Because I just want to put them on the ends and not the sides, because I still want to be able, or have the option to mow underneath them, okay, come summertime. Plus, I figure if I put 4 legs on them, that's just going to add to the weight. And one, the boxes are already heavy enough as is. Pallets, I mean, they're not necessarily heavy, but they're not necessarily light either. I'm going to be throwing probably 20 cubic feet worth of dirt into each one of these, as well as brush, I guess you could say, lawn clippings, leaves, stuff like that. So, yeah, I've got a very I've got a very little bit of time to do a lot of work. I don't know if I'm going to get it done in time, but that is the beauty of this channel. Doing amazing things with no tools and no time. I mean, you guys saw how long it took me to make a friggin' charcuterie board and a wall thing for her birthday. That took me a month's time, but it was a lot colder then. But like I said, weather just has not been cooperating with me. Every time I have to go to work, every time I come home, I just look at them, and then I look up at the sky and it's snowing or it's raining or the wind is blowing 30, 40 miles an hour. So that's that. That's what we're going to do today. And wish me luck. That's about all I can say. And we're back. Got a little bit of a change of plans today. I have been asked to fix a recliner in the house. Okay, we're going to do that. So I had to run to town to get gas to start up the generator so that I can run the miter saw and get all that taken care of. But anyway, so we've got to get the generator started so that we can get the miter saw out, and yeah, we've got a little bit of work to do. So let's get to it. Nothing out of the ordinary. We just got to pull it out. Just got to whip it out. The biggest problem with this now, compared to the winter, is that in the winter I had a nice shelf. Things would just roll off of. It was great. Now, no snow on the ground, no shelf. I gotta build a ramp. Fresh from town with $4 a gallon. That's better. Okay. I'll set that back in there like that. Oh, almost got me. Almost got me. 30 mils. And we'll do another 15 just to be safe. Okay. There we go. Let's turn this on. It's been a while since I've had to do this. That goes to start. I think we are golden. We're golden. Okay, so had to take the jacket off a little bit. It was getting a little cumbersome. No big deal. We've got this finally set up and ready to go. Check that out. We're just going to go ahead and cut the ends off of this real quick, just so we can make it, you know, nice even ends, nice clean ends. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It's going to get a little loud, by the way. Okay. And next. Some guys like to do it like this. Where I personally just like to go straight down and then out. Everybody's got their own ways of doing things. No big deal. Okay, so we need 23 inches. 23 inches long. Okay. Brake went out on this one a while ago. It's an old Stanley. So let's cut this. Okay. That was easy. Now comes the fun part. Okay, so that was easy. Now comes the fun part, which is we get to sand wet wood. Gonna get rid of that one because it's had its moment in the sun. We're gonna go find a new one. So you all remember our old friend, the DA sander? I'm going to go ahead and hit this, and it's going to get loud again, okay? better idea. So this, boys and girls, is my belt sander, and the last time I had it out, it didn't want to work. I honestly think it was too cold. It has warmed up quite a bit, so it's plugged in. Let's give it a shot.
Kickstart first. Let's let the motor warm up a little bit. Because I'll be honest with you, this is the first time this thing has ever ran. I have had this thing for the better part of 4 years. I just took it out of the box this winter. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and this is an 80 grit paper on here. We're going to go ahead and see what we can do with her. Because we've got a little bit of a lip. I'm not sure if you can see the color difference here between here and here, but there's just a little bit of a lip. So we're going to try and get that taken off. The orbital sander just couldn't cut it, so. How we did. Oh, that's much better. All right. Beautiful. A little bit more. Awesome. That'll do wonderfully. I'm going to try and round this off a little bit. Round off the edges. That's not bad. A little much though. Alright. Let's get this other side done up. Alright, let's get these in just a little bit. Oh! Okay, maybe not. You know, a tool like this is not necessarily made for detail work. It's more of a workhorse than anything else. That's alright though. We're not looking for a whole lot of detail. Just want to try and get these edges rounded out a little bit. would say that that worked beautifully. And now that she's warmed up, she's going to work like a charm from now on, I think. Like I said, this is the first time I've used this in about 4 years. Or actually the first time I've used it ever. But I've had it for 4 years. I bought it at Harbor Freight. Yes, it is a Central Pneumatic. Or Central Machinery, so it's a Harbor Freight brand. I hear people that have issues with Harbor Freight all the time. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. It's what I can afford. Harbor Freight is always getting better and better and better with the quality of their tools. Everybody has to start somewhere, guys. I'll be honest with you. This is my first sander like this. I've had the other one. It's a Menards tool shop special. I got it for like 10 bucks. I've used it numerous times over the last 5-6 years. Hasn't given me a lick of trouble. A $300 price tag on your tools does not make it a better tool. It just means more bells and whistles and it's got a fancier name. That's all. Simple as that, guys. I'm going to get off my soapbox now. We're going to go ahead and hit this with the DA with that little bit of 220. Or, yeah, the 220. And then we're going to bump it up to the 320 just to give it a nice finish, okay? Okay, I would say that is very, very good. However, we're going to get like I said, the 320 and finish it up a little bit. Okay, here we go. I'm going to give you a little tip. If at all possible, try not to sand with wet wood, because you're sanding, the stuff that comes off the board has a tendency to clump up, get in your sandpaper, and then it's not nearly as effective as it should be. So you got to keep wiping stuff away. It's sticky and it's nasty and it's no fun to work with. That being said, this is what I had to work with. That's why I premised that with, if at all possible. Okay? Just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you one ugly board. No, it's not bad. It's a little rough on the edges, but hey, aren't we all? Have a heart. I'm going to go into the house and get this installed. We love you. Take care of each other. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.